professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. This is inspired by Eric Thomas and actually on Schwarzenegger. Actually, he has a documentary on Netflix. I mean, my lady was talking, and she remember when I was telling her like pain is a luxury, and I saw that 50 Cent say the same thing. Or depression or something stuff like that is a luxury, and then she understood what I was saying, and I doubled down on it when I heard 50 Cent quote about it, and then I saw something today with Eric Thomas, and I'm gonna get into the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing, but here it is.
We all go through it. You think you're the only one? You think you're special? You think your pain is worse than my pain? Some of you though, you let your pain punk you. You let your pain punk you. You let your pain make you quit. You think you're the only one? You think because I got money and I'm the number one motivational speaker that all my pain gone? Stop letting your pain punk you. We all.
So she was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and how, he was his brother died in a car accident and his father died of a stroke, and people were like, they didn't understand the way he was grieving because he's a person that he's got to do the next thing, he's got to keep moving. And what I was telling her was, people don't realize it, but there are certain people in this world who they never had time to grieve. They never had time to process. It was always on to the next thing because they didn't really have a support system. You get what I'm saying? And some people had families but didn't have a support system. And some people didn't have families and didn't have a support system. And what I mean by that is, sometimes you think that being there for somebody is a good thing, which it is in essence. But there are a lot of people who are enabled to always just be stuck in whatever emotion that they're in because they're accustomed to people coming and holding them and speaking kindly to them and picking them up when they're broken into pieces. But you forget there are other people out here who that doesn't happen for. So, and I've talked about it before, the person that you say that person is going to be all right, they've already internalized that, okay, I'm going to have to be all right because ain't nobody coming to help. You see what I'm saying? I'm the one people call to help. People don't call to see if I need help. You get what I'm saying? So, and sometimes there's this back and forth, and people feel like, certain people are crazy. This person's crazy, man. They have no feelings. They're not human. They're a machine. They just move on like it's the next thing. They can't sit there and grieve and cry and just say, I need a break. And without taking into consideration the reality. And the reality is this. The person that you think is a machine and doesn't have feelings is the person that got to take all your bad feelings. That's the person you put all your failures and all your disappointments and all your grief and all your trauma on because they can handle it, And because they can handle it, you never take into consideration that the only reason that they can handle it is because they're accustomed to everybody giving them their pain. That's it. They never had time to process their own pain because they're dealing with yours and yours and yours and yours and yours and yours. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but as Eric Thomas said, your pain punked you. It broke you. And the issue with that is this. Some of y'all don't really have painful things going on. Like, some of y'all haven't actually been through pain. It's just life hits you with a regular shot in life and you just can't handle it because you've been so coddled and enabled. Oh my God, the smallest things happen, you fracture and break. And without taking, notice that some of y'all, and this is what I mean, some of y'all have watched people go through painful situations and that's your pain. Because you've never been in it, but it hurt you so much that they went through a painful situation and you was around a painful situation. Now it becomes your pain story when it ain't your pain in the first place because you won't have one of your own. And then and when he said, you ain't special, there's a lot of people, I'm going through something, so you don't understand what I'm going through. So because you don't understand what I'm going through, you know, you should allow me to do this BS that I'm doing. It's like, look, first and foremost, if that's all you're going through, I don't want to hear it. That's it. Because a lot of things that people are going through are minuscule things, you know, and sometimes you harp on them so much that you make it bigger than what it is. So somebody else has to deal with it. You know, I've seen people have a small problem and that problem grow into a bigger problem because they never handled the problem because they so in pain they can't do nothing. And now everybody around them got to pick them out of the hole that they're constantly digging themselves in. And they don't care because I'm still in pain. Y'all should save me. It's like, listen, won't you stop letting your pain punk you? You know, now I got to be responsible for all of your responsibilities because you're not grown enough to deal with your pain and move forward. See, unfortunately, when pain punks you, it becomes another person's problem. And you don't care if it's their problem. You don't care what they're going through while they're digging you out of your pain. You don't care. All you care about is, I'm going through something. And some of y'all just love to, y'all let y'all pain punk y'all because y'all love being a victim. And some of y'all, I'm going to just say it this way too. Some of y'all let y'all pain punk you and you like being a victim. And what you try to do is victimize other people so they can feel your pain, not understanding that person might have a worse pain than you. So you're trying to be vindictive because you don't want to grow up and deal with your issues. And you're going to force a person who might be going through something far worse than you to deal with you. Because you want attention, you know. And that's the part of this story that a lot of people don't get. A lot of y'all are clinging to your pain because you want attention. You want to be, you know, misery loves company, and you don't understand. There are a lot of people who've been through a lot of pain that are not miserable. So they can't be your company. And just as bad as you want to drag them into your misery, if that's the worst thing you've been through, they're like, that's peanuts, you know. So at the end of the day, if you let your pain punk you, that's your personal problem. It's not nobody else's, you know. Because you ain't helping nobody when pain punks you. Pain ain't even a person. That's the internal thing, you know. You can fix that internally. For some things, it takes longer than others, but you can fix it. But some of y'all just don't want to. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you there.